18. The point after splits the upright. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Commanders, nothing.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here comes Reed. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the set.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Come on. Set. Nice. Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go. Warriors, 70, Timberwolves. Go.
Hurts on first down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Panthers will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Bronco switch. Ready. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Henry running to the left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
19 tight. 70 Rick, left thing, 19 Lion. Cup 19, ready.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Looking slant route complete. He is down to the 30-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They toss right side to Henry. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Get it. Viking 18. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Panther 60, Panther 79 Broncos. Ready.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Gano is good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
It fed the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. Escapes a defender. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And they had somebody there for that quick stop. And a nice completion gets him across midfield.
That's good.
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First down, Commander.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Here we go. Here it's Buffalo. Let's go.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Getting out to his left. Kiss is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
First down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Washington.
Ready? 60 by 6.
It's Hurts once again. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Panthers take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Back. Bronco. Mustang 19 Lions. Ready?
Throwing from the gun. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Commanders had a great look at a pick 6, but they're stopped quickly near the goal line.
First down.
Washington calls it second timeout.
1-yard line.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up second
Final
and
timeout
goal.
taken by the Commanders.
Panthers 4-yard
And that's
line.
all they've got for what little remains of this half. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Come on. Hey. Cougar 19.
Here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they take this in for the score.
Touchdown.
The Commanders get their first points of this game just before halftime. Coup with the extra point.
Is good.
And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game.
10. Commanders 7.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Johnson now on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Here we go. Start. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Forced out to his right. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And the Commanders pick it up. And they're able to rip off a nice chunk there before the fumble return comes to an end.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up less than a minute into the third. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Patterson now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
Going wide receiver run to start this series. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Second down pass play coming. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
They'll throw, third and long. This is reeled in by Jackson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. First and 10 now from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
65 catch.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
19, 50. Panther 60.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Ready.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Pass. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Drop this one down for Henry. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
19 tight. 7 Pirates.
Sticking to the air here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the game.
And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So they'll decline this and take the results. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Returnable from the 2. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready?
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Go.
Now Hurts. On him quick, and they bring it down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock it.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Bronco 80.
On 1st down, Hurts. Buying some time right. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And they pick him off again! And the Panthers take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
2nd and 20.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
7. Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. 19. Panther and left. Buffalo 18. Let go.
Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Hut.
3rd and long for him here. It's his running back. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. Look at him go! And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing, and as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
Commanders 10.
The The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the ready.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. 18, 5 here.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Brought in right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. A pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
On the jump.
New set of downs from the 37.
65. Ready.
Hurts on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
19.
First down, Washington.
70 Lions.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And that's good for a new set of downs.
70. Press.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Warriors, 70. Ready.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. Now Hurts getting his guys set for this 2-point play.
19. Let's go
Washington
now.
will line up for the 2-point
All
conversion.
right, they're going to throw for it. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets all down.
Panthers 24, Commanders 16.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Johnson with a return here. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready. Break.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 Lions.
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
18 Dragon 60. Scoop.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Hopkins and holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
A loss of 13 yards.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers leading by 8. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. They crash. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 18 Pioneer.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Ready.
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now.
Back. 6 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He's back to throw. Taking a shot deep here. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Carolina in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. He'll look to throw it. That's caught as McLaurin downfield. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Right up the gut. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. Looking to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Every sack, every stop has just been like another nail in the coffin. And now, well, now there's only one spot for a nail left. This is their last chance. And that defense, well, they've got this crew on the edge of the cliff. Now can they go finish when it matters the most?
And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Go! My man, my man. 6.
The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, and let him clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
Go!
They're going to pass it here. To his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Second down now. They need 7.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down. Washington calls it second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Okay, break.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
We'll go with a design keeper. This gets the first and more. And he'll give himself up to end the run. That's going to move the sticks. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the Panthers pick up the win here. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line.